actually, correction, getting into the early hours of Saturday now. Semantics over here and there. Anyway, we're here to do the weekly, so I hope everyone is doing really, really well. Don't mind my finger, I cut it quite deliciously earlier doing dinner, so when Red cooks, then yeah, bonus bits. Nevertheless, so we'll forget about that and try not to worry too much about it while we look at the week ahead. So what are we here for? We're looking at the 20th through till the 28th. So we're going from Friday through till the following Saturday. So we're going to be looking at all of the signs preordained by the Moonology cards, all at random, of course, but we will be doing all of the signs just out of astrological sequence, the way I like it. This will pertain, of course, to sun, moon, and rising of each of the signs. Sorry, that is a little bit bright and a little hectic from me, probably you, because I'm looking kind of like sunshine-ish. Yes, sorry. This will pertain to sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements of each of the signs that we read. As I said, we are doing the weekly to see what's coming in. So I hope everyone has had a good week. It has been a hectic one for me, and I don't know what it's been like in your neck of the woods, but if it's been anything like my week, all you want to do is sit back and chill out and take a load off and relax. All right, so let me just move some shit out of the way, because I'm really in desperate need of this coffee, and it's not in reach, and that worries me a lot. Okay, easy. All right. So as I said, guys, we're going to look at the week that's to come, the 20th through to the 28th of May, of course, for each of the signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay? Get rid of that. All right, here we go. So the first sign to be read will be, let's find out. Oh, Scorpio. Scorps. Let's find out what's coming in for your week. Just want to lean forward, fine, you do that. 20th through to the 28th of May. Scorpio, please. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Placements of Scorpio. I feel like you guys are pretty excited, actually. Looking forward to this week. As we move into Gemini season as well, may I add, this week. Scorpio, 20th through to the 28th, weekly. Let's see. For Scorpio, please. Sun, moon. Yep, there we go. Let's have a look at your week. Wow. Oh, all the cards I drew were inverted until the underlying energy, Scorpio. That tells a different tale. The whole energy for the week, the 20th through to the 28th of May, is that of the Queen of Pentacles, Scorpio. So we really are doting on the home. We really are showing a lot of potential around growth of the home, around the material, around assets. We really are taking pride in our appearance, I want to say as well. You know, you really are taking that extra time to really, you know, make yourself look spiffy, I guess you could say. Really look snappy, you know, really give yourself that defined edge, or that real, you know, cut above the rest, I guess you could say, in some respects. But we are being very much about the pentacle here, which is about, you know, the asset, the security, the home, the self, the perfection of all of that, and the security and the abundance, therefore, that comes from that. So all through the week, this is what it's all about for you, Scorpio. Really bringing in that nurturing energy of, you know, mastering growth here through that, through security, home, and monetary. But let's break down the week for Scorpio. So we start off with the 20th and the 21st. This is Friday and Saturday's energy. We have the Chariot inverted. So this is Cancer's major arcana coming through here. When it's inverted, it really does talk about a failure here, to lose something otherwise firmly in the grasp of your hands. It's like cancellation of plans, lacking in movement, or something that was very much a shoe-in, all of a sudden being a shoe-not. It's something quite bankable, something that you will very much, you know, this is happening, this is, you know, like signed on the dotted line kind of thing, almost just slipping away. And I feel it's a bit of an opportunity you feel that might have gone astray perhaps. but you're not going to let it worry you too much, Scorpio, I feel. Because then we move in to the 22nd and the 23rd, Sunday and Monday. And then we have the Six of Cups inverted. So, this is trying to have a hopeful outlook, looking forward and saying, well, that is that. But, I'm going to have a glass half full kind of mentality and look forward with, more positivity, and therefore hopefully have a better outlook. And I feel like that sentiment is something that's going to carry you throughout the whole week, no matter what you end up facing. Hi, Julia. How are you doing? It's a pleasure to see you, sweetheart. Yes, I stayed up a bit late tonight to be able to, pull out a weekly, actually. It's just after 2:30 a.m. here in my neck of the woods. Saturday morning now, actually. So early. So for Scorpio, for the 24th and 25th, that Tuesday and Wednesday now, we're looking at that Ace of Cups inverted now, though. So this says to me, where you were trying to have some positive outlooks and things, I'm so happy to see you, Julia. It's so good to see you. Oh, I've missed you over CMT because I haven't been up that late. Tonight's the first night, I reckon, in about 2 weeks I've been able to stay up beyond 10 p.m. I've just been absolutely slogged, honestly. Energy flat as last week's weekly. I looked like I had a bloody breakdown. It was crazy. Nobody, yeah, don't even ask. Don't ask. But for Scorpio, you're going through a bit of a change. It is great to see you, though, Julia. It really is great to see you. I really missed you, darling. I really have. Old friend. Ace of Cups. Sorry, guys. You are getting a little bit through a change or an erosional point here. There is change coming. And even though you're trying to have a hopeful outlook, Scorpio, you have to face the fact that hopeful outlook is a great positive way to look at things, but sometimes things do change. Sometimes things can be difficult. And sometimes things can just erode no matter how much we want them to come in. And I think that's a realization that on the Tuesday and Wednesday, the 24th, 25th, that you've got to come to. You can nurture things. You can put a lot of investment in things. You can have hopeful outlook on things. But sometimes things just end up changing or eroding at times. The final card for the 26th, 27th, 28th is the Thursday, Friday and Saturday. The King of Pentacles inverted. This isn't the nicest of energies, or individuals, I should say. It's someone that's quite corrupt. Someone can be bringing in a lot of materialistic displeasure through being quite corrupt and being quite greedy. I always think of the King of Pentacles inverted as some sort of accountant sitting in a dark lair with a big donut somewhere, like a tech savvy person, like ripping off people's bank accounts, in some dark lair somewhere, being real corrupt, real sneaky, real smart, but real dark. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But this is someone that's very corrupt and will really go to any means to really steal or to manipulate something to get some sort of monetary or materialistic gain here. Yeah, ever since I started tarot, the King of Pentacles reversed, that's what it reminds me of, this corrupt individual, real crafty, cooking the books, or nowadays would be the Ponzi scheme on the internet. This is those, people in the chats that, want to hit you up for readings when people don't do personals. It's that kind of mentality. This is true, but the Emperor is worse in its reverse. Yes, very much so. He's crafty as. But yes, I see, Scorpio, that, it's a hard week. You're coming to realizations that certain things that were meant to be shoo-ins aren't shooing in. Exactly. And even though we have hopeful outlooks, sometimes things change and erode. And then sometimes we do see how bad some sides of society can be when we're faced with perhaps an individual who's very much like that King of Pentacles reverse. Someone that's quite corrupt, someone that can really show you how dark the depths of the water can really, really be. You think change and erosion is bad. I feel like as the week progresses, Scorpio, you're going to see another facet of, really, and it's going to progress. I feel like this is all a learning curve for you, for, as I said, the underlying energy for the week. to grow, to mature, and to really understand yourself better as well as what's going on around you better. Therefore, you can have this growth and this maturity and this development, not just in money and material, but also within yourself in personal growth. So I feel like this week is the week of seeing on the outside exactly how bad some things are, so you don't sort of get caught up in a lot of that on the inside sort of thing. Reflectional week. Pisces is next. So let's see what's coming in for your week, the 20th through to the 28th. I don't know, I've got a funny feeling the water signs might be having a bit of a week, Julia. Being a Cancer. Pisces. 20th through to the 28th. Pisces, please. 20th through to the 28th. What's coming in for the week for Pisces? Hopefully they're having a good one. We will see them. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Wow. Use it. Whoa. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Pisces. Pisces always give me the most tricked out readings, honestly. For me, Pisces is like the whoa, what the underlying energy, but we love you guys. Underlying energy for your week, Pisces, is the Empress. Now, this is very much Venus energy, but it's also feeling very fruitful. The whole energy for the week for you is really feeling like, wow, you might be getting a lot of attention as well. People might really be, sort of paying a lot of attention your way and sort of complimenting you, or, giving you very subtle hints that, you're looking really good, you smell rather nice, and you look rather beautiful. And you might be sort of, whoa, at first a little bit unsure. But then they start to sort of come in thick and fast as the week goes on. You start to think, wow, what is going on here? It's like you're really attracting a lot of attention, even when you feel like you're maybe not looking your best or feeling your best. It's like real, yeah, wow, honey to the bee kind of thing. A lot of attraction here and a lot of, real fruitfulness. Like, it's real attractiveness. Yeah, that's the Venus energy. It's like a magnetical pull. It's like, even when you may not be looking your best, feeling your best, Pisces, it's still, people are coming in. It's like a gravitational pull. It's that magnetic. But let's have a look at the week for you. So we start out on Friday and Saturday, the 20th and 21st. So Pisces, we've got the Five of Cups reversed. When the Five of Cups is reversed, it's sort of trying to have the hopeful outlook here. There's been a period of sort of sadness, loss, grief, and we're trying to now sort of say, okay, that's happened, and now we're going to move forward from that point. It's sort of like that chapter's done. I'm going to try and move forward now. It's very early steps, though, or very early stage, I want to say, though. It's sort of just coming to that point of, that's happened, now I'm going to take that first step. It's still very, I want to say, in some ways, it's still very unassured and still very much tender-footed. That's what I'm trying to say, tender-footed. When we go to sort of Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, because now we've got that Six of Swords. So this is a journey. Usually it depicts over water, and a lot of people or readers will often call it like the water Uber, because it's sort of a journey over water, depicted on a boat with a woman and the sailor with the six swords for memory. But it's that sense of here trying to have a hopeful outlook, trying to take them first steps from something that's pained you, grief, giving you some sort of grief or real loss here, like real cuts you, Pisces. And now we're taking that journey forward. We're taking that mentality, that mental framework here of, all right, that's happened, we're here, and now we're going to move forward. And yes, there is some anxiety about this, I want to say, Pisces. There's quite a bit, but you're still using the bravery to move forward, especially mentally, and start to deal with some of this aspects of where you are in the feelings. But But then we go to Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th Pisces. Then we have Capricorn's major arcana come through, the devil. Now, when you go through this journey, I feel, especially mentally, and you really start to get down to some of the aspects that you're having anxiety about, on this Tuesday, Wednesday period, exactly, that's what I thought straight away, actually. That's why my face sort of changed a little bit and I went a little bit, whoa, because I don't know if she's around yet, but I'm sure she will see this. The devil. When we go through that mental journey and we see some of those anxiety aspects of ourselves and those around us, we are faced with some of those aspects of not only ourselves but others that are really, really nasty. Things that we thought we had escaped. Things that we thought we were no longer binded to, we no longer wanted, we were no longer attracted to. When the devil comes in, it really does bring a lot of subordinates with it and taking you over, mirroring as well, exactly. And it's that real sense of really having to take in this effect and really take on what it is you truly, really want, to go back or to move forward. You have a choice here, I feel, and it's coming at you full-faced, and you'll have no choice but to look at it, no matter how much you want to get away from it. I feel like this journey is taking you actually straight towards it, to face it. Because the final card for the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 26th, 27th, 28th, is that of the Seven of Pentacles. So this is talking about really looking at it, especially the security of it and all the monetary, all the materialistic, every piece of growth you've got up to this point, and taking stock of that and asking yourself the tough question, is it enough? Has this been enough to sustain me up to this point? Has it been enough to give me any security? And will it therefore sustain or give me security moving forward? Is it enough? Big questions. So across the board here, Pisces, you've got those emotions, really trying to have a hopeful outlook and going on the journey through your mental capabilities here of where any anxiety might be leading you to, which is straight to the devil, looking at some of the most deepest aspects of self and others that aren't so great and being fronted with that full frontal. And then taking stock of that though. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is really saying, look, up to this point, what is everything I've got from it? What can I show for it? What security do I have from it? What respect of self even do I have for what I've done to get this, to attain this? And then all through the week, you're drawing them all in like honey to a bee. Thinking you might not want all of that attention with the week you're having, because it seems like you're going through a bit of a process. But hey, some attention in between the drama isn't always a bad thing. So enjoy it when it comes flying through, because I think it's what you need at the time. Oh, Taurus. Okay. See what's coming in for your week for the 20th through to the 28th. Pisces love, yes, I definitely, there's a bit of a message in there for you too, lovey. Most definitely. Taurus now, the 20th through to the 28th. What's coming in for your week? Taurus, oh, wow, that was fast. Taurus has got a lot to say, obviously. Oh, wow. They sure do. Wow. Good Lord. What are you doing to me, Taurus? Now, this is crazy. Yeah, I will do some of these weird facials, like, oh, it's crazy. Honestly, I do some weird stuff and some weird sounds apparently too. The surprise element, exactly. It's all here and all vocalized, and it's really weird. Taurus though, the whole underlying energy for your week is Sagittarius as major arcana with the Temperance card. You're fusing it. You're trying to bring in a lot of patience, a lot of moderation. You're trying to blend everything and fuse it to sort of work to your plan, to your scheme, to what you want to achieve this week. And I feel like you're going to have a very hard week. All your cards are inverted except for your underlying energy. I feel like this is your goal. This is your aspiration. This is, you know, what you're driving or striving for ultimately. It's going to be a hard week, I feel. You're going to be holding like a candle to this by the end of the week, saying, you know, next week, hopefully we will really attain the goal, because I feel like the lesson here is to really use this as your stability. Fuse it when it's not working for you. Make, you know, a missed opportunity work somehow in a benefit, or be patient through this. Don't force things. You know, if you can't fuse it, then be moderate with it. You know, sit back on it. Just be patient with it. If all else fails, just think it through a little bit slower. Don't be too quick with haste, because, as I said, your whole week's inverted, Taurus. So we start off with the 20th and the 21st, Friday and Saturday, with Judgment reversed. I really get a feeling here that there is a real sense of lacking in taking responsibility. I've got to sort of say it to you is the way I see it. There's a lack of atonement, or a lack of really taking ownership of something, or being dragged into something that you weren't so much involved in. It's that real sense of one way or the other, I feel, Taurus. And I feel like you're pissed off either way, to be honest. Exactly right. I feel like you're really at a point of unease. And I feel like what you say, you don't feel like it's being taken seriously or truthfully. And I feel like you are being truthful. It's just the outcome of this thing doesn't go the way it should go. In fact, I feel like it kind of blows up, and you get pretty pissed off about it, Taurus, I'm going to say to you. Because I feel like that's the setting of your whole week. Because then when we go to Sunday, Monday, the 22nd and 23rd, now we've got the Ace of Pentacles reverse. This sort of misunderstanding, blow up / bad situation, we'll call it, may sort of make you lose an opportunity, I want to say. Something that you were going to invest in, or something you were going to start at a certain point on this period, maybe even with this individual, you're not going to do. I feel like this puts you in a very upset sort of place, really a little bit down on the dumps, I want to say, and you just, some of these ideas that you were thinking of or wanting to do, or a job you may even have been thinking about starting, you may actually call a sickie in on that day or that 2-day period and just not want to do it. It's that sense of, you know, someone stepping on your feet and you're pulling back a bit, sort of like a bit anxious now to take a step, because you know they can't dance and they might take your other foot off. I've got to put some humour in there somewhere, otherwise we're all going to die here. The 24th, 25th, Tuesday, Wednesday, Taurus. Now we've got the Chariot reverse. Okay, Cancer's major arcana as well. I feel like here, again, like I was just saying to you, I know it's dry, it's witty, it's Australian. What else can I say? South Australian at that. No problem. The Chariot reverse. This is the cancellation of plans. This is the real seeing the outcome of the repercussions of things, I want to say. It's like, you know, when you throw a stone into the water pond and it ripples? This is that. This is the ripple effect. It's like the judgment was made and it was wrong. We didn't want to do something here, and then we saw, whoa, now there's no chance to sort of recover this. This is really cancelled out. This is just eroded, or it's sort of, there will be no journey no more, because it's not even on the table now. And I feel like when this happens, when we go into the 26th, 27th, 28th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and rounding out that week, there's another ace as well, by the way. But now it's the Ace of Cups inverted. So we've gone Judgment reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Chariot reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. 2 majors, 2 aces, and, well, 3 with the underlying energy, actually 3 majors. But I feel like you end the week, Taurus, really a bit bitter on yourself. You start to sort of kick yourself up the butt, I want to say, and you sort of start to feel like, you know, you might have brought in a bit of this change or erosion that sort of rippled through the week. I think that you sort of feel like if maybe you had handled or said something a little bit differently when this alteration conversation happened with this other individual, or when some sort of judgment was passed about you, because that can even relate to court matters and things of that nature. It can literally be judgment passed, because there is a sense of really taking on some sort of aspect of either biasm or not being completely able to wear the brunt of this. And it's just rippled through the week, like I said, with that rock and pond sort of analogy. Because with the Ace of Cups reverse, I feel like you really are sort of taking it internal. You're not just copying it on the chin. You really feel like you've lost something that you could have started that you might have actually really loved. I feel like this idea that you had, or something that you wanted to start in monetary, is a really good idea. And even though you may not start it now, don't give it up on it in the future, because I think that's what Temperance is trying to say to you. Just because now isn't the time doesn't mean things won't change moving forward, and that the opportunity may arise again. Just be patient. Just fuse and use what you've got at the moment to your highest or best of abilities. Use especially the elements, or spend time, literally take your shoes off, walk on, your backyard, walk on the earth, or, go to the beach or something, or, a cove or something, whatever you have near the waterfront, so you got the wind and the air and the water, gushing of all the wind and shit. Really get in amongst nature of the four elements and really enjoy that. And try to center yourself and just have some patience. Because I see this week may not be the greatest week, especially for starting things. We are just going into Gemini season, coming out of Taurus season. And I feel like, exactly, great ways of grounding yourself. Because I feel like Taurus, this is a direct alignment of coming out of your sign, going into the next sign, of course, of Gemini. Because this week we are going into Gemini energy. And I think Taurus, it might be a little bit fast of a skip up for you. And it's going to make your head a little spinny. So I think you just need to chill the F out and just relax and just go with the flow and just chill. Because I think as we go into Gemini season, Taurus is a little dizzy and just a little tired. Virgo now. All right, let's see what's coming for Virgo's week for the 20th through to the 28th. For Virgo. Hopefully they're all feeling good. I know one Virgo at the moment that's really, really sick, so that's not all Virgos in general. Oh dear. But oh well. We wish him well. Yeah. Alright, Virgo, 20th through to the 28th. What's happening for your week this week? I feel like you guys are a little anticipational. Yes, this is right. Celebrate the season. I'm taking some time off in June because my birthday's in the first week of June, so I'm going to go, get some tattoos done. Definitely. So I've already got them booked in for the 10th, but my birthday's actually on the 5th. But I'm taking time off, people. I'm going and having a spa and some tattoos. Best thing you can do for your 30-something birthday. Virgo, though. Hey, this is it. I've got to do something, and why not? I don't do much drinking, and I have no real, life or time, so why not? Underlying energy, Virgo, for your week is the 9 of Swords reverse. You've had a lot of anxiety, but I'm seeing here that you've realized a lot of anxiety and a lot of staying up at night only gets you a lot of less sleep and more anxiety and no sleep. You're coming to the realization you've had a lot of worries about someone, I want to say, and you've had a lot of sleepless nights, but you've come to the conclusion that you're getting kind of sick of it. This person I feel that you've been having a lot of worries about isn't really changing their attitude or ways about things. I feel like you've really had someone's regard at the highest of your mind, but they really haven't really been thinking so much about you, kind of thing. And it's pissed you off a little bit. I'm going to say Virgo. Because Friday and Saturday, the 20th, 21st, we're starting off now with Judgment upright. So you're calling them out. I feel like you're bringing it. And you are in some ways actually got some good points, I want to say. But you're bringing judgment, and you are sort of bringing atonement. You are sort of laying it all on the table, I want to say. And you are sort of expecting, if they sort of be honest about it, you'll be merciful, and you'll grant some sort of forgiveness, I believe. But there's this sense of really needing to hear the truth, really needing the other party to bring it forth, I feel. And they may not, I want to say, Virgo. Because the 22nd, 23rd, Sunday, Monday, we've got Temperance in reverse. So this is Sagittarius' major arcana here, and I do feel that there is a sense of lacking in this, lacking in moderation, lacking in fusion, lacking in that balance and patience. We're being very impatient. We're being very now, more. You know, we're being very toddleristic, sort of like, you know, tantrum. We want to know what we want to know. We want to hear what we want to hear when we want to hear it, I feel, Virgo. But that's not happening, and we're getting a little frustrated, I want to say. Because when we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th, now we've got the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like no matter what, at the end of the day, fortune, fate, or destiny, it will come out of the bag. I feel like no matter what, at the end of the day, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if something's meant to be heard or said, it will be during this period, during this Tuesday and Wednesday period, Virgo. So if you feel as if, you know, someone hasn't atoned for something, there's been some sort of distrust there, or some sort of unbalancedness there, I feel like this is the time it would sort of come out, and it will just be like through the grapevine kind of a thing. Because I feel like you've got some real reservations about, you know, whether someone's on par with you, whether that's a friend, family member, it could be even a child, parent, relation of some sort, but someone that you have very much a connection with. Because I feel like this is direct alignment to that underlying energy for the week, that you've been really, really worried about someone. You really have had a lot of anxiety. Because rounding out the week especially, 26th, 27th, 28th, and that's Thursday, Friday and Saturday, we round that out, Virgo, with that Knight of Wands, but of course it is inverted. Exactly, popcorn. I haven't had popcorn in a while, actually. I wouldn't mind some of that. That's actually not a bad idea, Julia. I'm going to have to get some of that tomorrow. I love popcorn, especially extra butter. With the Knight of Wands reversed, I really do feel, guys, that as we round out this week, that's the real sense of, oh, good Lord, we're dealing with this sort of an individual. We're making the realizations that this is someone that's bringing in a lot of quarreling, someone that's really mischievous. Salted caramel, oh yes, indeed, definitely. Oh, and that sweet and salty is not bad either. I got a little addicted to that for a little while. And then I started eating caramel like crazy. Honestly, I was going through 2 bags a week of them. My God. It cost a bit in dental, I tell you, but it was so worth it. I'll do it again. I love caramel. Oh, I might end up going for a midnight, 2 a.m. drive. But this is a bit of a rupture here, I want to say. I feel like someone's sort of coming in and bringing in a lot of quarreling. They're talking a lot of shit. It is addictive, honestly. It's salted caramel popcorn, I swear, is like, oh, it's more addictive than any addictive drug, I swear. It's the salted caramel, people. Stay off the salted caramel. It's like, I don't know, I could give it an analogy, but I won't. Knight of Wands reverse. I feel like this is, someone really bringing in some unexpected change. They're quarreling. I feel like they've been gossiping or talking a little bit sort of behind your back, behind the scenes to other people. And it is going to trickle through the grapevine. I feel like before they realize it, you'll realize it. And you'll sort of know long before they sort of take their last breath about it, what's actually going on. I feel like you're going to confront this person, but I feel like you're going to get the same old sort of thing, and it's just going to rupture this relationship. I feel like as this weekend comes in, before that weekend's out, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you'll be coming to the realization, Virgo, that it really isn't worth it. I'm dealing more with an unnoble, playeristic, sort of fickle person, rather than someone that's actually genuine and you know, may have some flaws or or some imperfections that they just need some work on. This is someone that's genuinely being, you know, falsified and being that way. Exactly, drama making, exactly, and just, you know, stirring the pot. Not a good person, you know. This isn't a person that could change. They're very much making that decision. I think you're going to realize that before the weekend's out, that, oh no, I don't want that. Oh, Cancer. There we go, Julia. Your sign. For Cancer, please. 20th till the 28th. Let's see what's coming in for your week, sweetheart. Hopefully it won't be as important as the other water signs. I don't know. It's been a weird week. Everyone's having a bit of a weird week. The 20th to the 28th for Cancer now. I don't know. I've got a good feeling for you guys. I reckon it's going to be good. For Cancer, the 20th through till the 28th, please. What's coming in for the week for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus placements. For Cancer, for the 20th through till the 28th. Alrighty. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Wow, you've got a mixed bag of a week this week, honestly. Underlying energy for the week we start off with is the Seven of Swords reversed. When I think of the Seven of Swords reversed, I think of, you know, following some sort of uncertain counsel, someone getting the wrong idea. It's like, how can I make this into an analogy, for example? It's like when you're sick, for example, rather than go to a GP, you start researching on the Google and you think you've got 20-something symptoms. And you walk into the GP's office and you're like, I've researched this. I've got leprosy, I've got syphilis, I don't know, 20 other different diseases. I can't even think them. And the doctor's like, what? Like, you know, just like, it's getting that wrong idea through getting the wrong counsel, advice, knowledge, or seeking through the wrong ports rather than getting it legitly. It's sort of trying to self-diagnose, I guess you could explain it as, or trying to follow sort of other people's knowledge rather than a professional. It's sort of that sense of, I read it in the encyclopedia and now I've got the master's degree. I feel like this is an individual that you might be dealing with all week, and it's really going to test your patience because you're like, just because you read the book doesn't mean you passed the test. It's kind of like that feeling of sitting there trying to hold your tongue. Yes, exactly. And I feel like that's what you're going to be dealing with all week. It's that sort of, you're going to want to say things. You're going to want to put this person in its place. But I feel like you're just going to, your mental aptitude will kick in and you'll be like, And you'll just sort of, you'll just breathe very deeply and nod, I feel. Because that's the energy I'm kind of getting. It's a very stoic, how can I explain this? Like stoic, forced, you know what I mean? But very composed. Like this isn't in any way like overdone. It's very, very structured. It's like kind of like a default, I want to say. Like when you've got to deal with like uncertain people. Exactly, to avoid conflicts or any aggression, like because there's things that you really want to reap from this, but you know you can foresee because it's all mental energy and you're holding it in. It's all mental the whole week. There's a lot you want to say though, but you're just staying stoic and very controlled. Because when we look at Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st, again, with this Knight of Wands reversed, he's getting around today, I tell you. Good Lord. But again, there's a sense of quarrelling or some sort of slanderous gossip, someone talking, someone sort of bringing in some sort of interruption to you. And I feel like this is very, not only unexpected, but it sort of leads you off the link of what you're trying to do. Exactly. Good up until, yeah, exactly. And it explodes. And I feel like that's kind of what it's steadying up to for you guys for the week. You're trying to contain it. You're trying to be stoic. But I feel like by the time this week's end, you're going to be the pressure cooker that's just about to pop it. Because this is honestly how it all starts. It starts off so small and it grows. Because this was just that sense of someone quarrelling, deciding that you don't really like this character too much over this, Friday, Saturday period. Like, oh, they're a bit of a jerk. It starts off quite innocent. Like, I don't really like that person, and I'm just actively going to try and steer clear of them in the future. And you don't think too much of it at first. Exactly, those boundaries. And that's what you do. You're like, don't like that person. Okay, I've made that assessment. Excuse me. And Sunday and Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, you don't think any more of it. 10 of Pentacles now. So this is really looking at the home, the family, the riches, having a lot of security here, really appreciating that. I want to say, like, on Sunday and Monday, there's some sort of sense of real appreciation here for the family, or maybe even for the home itself, or children, or the security. It's that sense of maybe coming together for like a good meal, just some sort of coming togetherness, I want to say, over that period, of a real sense of appreciation and sort of giving thanks to the fact of our prosperity through material, attainable security, and the home itself, and the family, and just the riches in general that we have through that abundance of our connection, but also through our monetary and material. I feel like Cancers, I feel like you're very comfortable. Well, you're comfortable at the moment, but most of all, you're doing very good with family, and you feel very, very rich. You feel like you're doing very, very well, and you're focusing a lot on that, especially after this brief encounter with this individual. But then I feel this individual that you were dealing with at the beginning of the week may ramp it up a little bit. Tuesday, Wednesday, 24th, 25th, when they see you in that abundant energy of just being appreciative and, happy and doing your thing. Three of Swords. They decide to sort of really be quite rude, really kind of hurt you, really hit the crab sensitive side, I want to say. Really get you underneath your shell. I feel like they say something quite underhanded, and it really does, cut you deep. I feel like you're not going to sit in this energy for long. I feel like you're going to sort of want to vent it, but again, you're going to try to contain it. I feel like you will vent it to your close family or friends, or outside of whoever this individual is. I feel like for some of you, it might be to do with work. Others, it might be to do with like friends or associate of family or partner or something like that. Or maybe a business person you're dealing with at the moment through career, not necessarily a person you would normally work with. But there's some sort of individual that you've got to deal with this week that, it literally leaves the bitter taste in the mouth. It's like that disdain, But on this, you're very unhappy with them. Tuesday, Wednesday, they really do hit you hard, and I feel like it really does hurt you what they say. I feel like they really do either say something or extend something out that is not only below the belt but shouldn't be really said or talked about. It's like a rude joke that people shouldn't say, something like that. And I feel like you're not only hurt, but you're a little bit pissed off. We'll say pissed off, but I want to say furious, really. Like you're pretty angry. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 26th, 27th and 28th. Rounding out your week for Cancer, we have the 9 of Wands reversed. Now, this really does tell me that there is a lot of problems, and you start to want to, as I said, really combust. You've tried so hard to keep it in up to this point, but then boom, I feel like you do just let it loose, and you let it loose in a way where it is like fury. It's like fire. It's like it consumes. It's like when you have gas running in a house, for example, and then you go light a match, the whole thing, it just goes like a fireball. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's a fireball. And I feel like you let it go, and it does it scorches everything around. I feel like after this, though, you feel a little bit like, whoa, and you take stock in it, and you have a real sudden progress of, wow, that was big, that was huge. And I feel like it's going to make you talk to this person, or this person come forward and sort of say to you, I'm sorry, because they're going to see just how much pressure I think that they put you under from how it started so innocent, like I said at the beginning of the week. to them then saying something that was really, I do feel like they really did cross the line and it really did hurt you. And it was the final straw that broke the camel's back, I want to say, which just was the thing that lit that spark that sent the gas up into flames. And Cancer you just let it loose, I want to say. All of that maintaining and all that sort of stoic energy of trying to sit on it, because underneath that is the Tower. It's that real sense of trying to hold it in, trying to keep it maintained, trying to keep it together to a point where no matter what, it's all going to sort of level out at the end. But I feel like what comes from this is going to be not only sort of a lesson for Cancers, sort of seeing that, you know, people can sometimes push buttons, which I think most of you will already know about yourselves. It's more the fact that this person, I think, did such a low point, because that Three of Swords is real pain, it's real heartache. And I feel like this is a direct reflection of that Knight of Wands reverse. Someone that really was quite cruel and really took it way too far, in all honesty. And it was the match that lit up Cancer. And Cancer lit it up back, I want to say. You really did drill the point home as to exactly what they did wrong. Ooh, Aries now. Fire sign. Aries. Oh, hang on. Sip of coffee first. Might as well lose my voice. Ah, that's good stuff. Oh dear. Where would I be without coffee, I tell you? Nectar of the gods, I swear. People say beer's that. Nah, coffee. Coffee every time, baby. Aries. I could not live without coffee. 20th through to the 28th. Another addictive substance I could not live without coffee. For Aries. It's coming in for a beautiful ram game. 20th through to the 28th. I reckon you're going to have a good week, I hope. Let's have a look for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries for the 20th through to the 28th. I can't believe May's nearly over now. Going to that beautiful Gemini season. For Aries, 20th through to the 28th. Aries, you just feel a little bit antsy, I want to say. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, you're on a journey. You're on a journey. Where, if it's where you want to go or not, I'm not quite sure though. A lot of Pentacles in your week. You're gonna have a weird week, I think, Aries, because the underlying energy for you is Cancer's major arcana, the Chariot. I feel like you are on a journey and you're trying to have a vertice here, and you're on a bit of a warlike rant, as Aries usually kind of is, and you're driving it home. You don't care about emotions, you don't care about sentiment, you don't care about other people's thoughts, feelings, or sentiment. You're on a mission, you've got a plan, and you will exact that to the point, and you will be triumphant here. I want to say you don't really care whose feet you step on. You know where you got to be, you know who you've got to drive through, and that's your plan. You're just going to chariot straight through them to have the adversity and triumph that you want. The week, I feel, is going to be hard, but I do feel you will have that triumph. You've just got to go through some shit first. Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st for Aries, we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. So this is saying to me that we really are giving a lot of money to friends, family, or just spending it like water. We're not worrying about saving, security, or any of that shit. We're worried about the next, thing we can buy on eBay, or the next thing we can wish deliver. We just want to spend it. We don't really give a shit about it. We're paying maybe the meals and dinners for others when we go out, or the drinks or whatever. We're splurging it. We're not really thinking about tomorrow. We're really living for today, I want to say, Aries. And when it comes to the money or the material, we're not worried about it. We just, if it's there, we spend it. It's really that simple, I feel. But I feel like it's going to come at a cost at some point. Because when we go into sort of Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd Aries, now we've got Leo's major arcana, the Strength card reverse. I feel that's great and well, but at the end of the day, it does lead you to some sort of weak-willedness and lead you feeling very, very much lustering and needing to sort of lay down, rest and lick your wounds. Leaves you not having any energy or any strength or courage or zest or zeal to push forward. I feel it's great when it's living large, but when you're not living large, you go into a repressed kind of energy of being very, very pulled back, depressed maybe even, or just very, very lacking in any ability, I want to say, to have any drive, want or need to move forward, or at all. I want to say you just sort of just can't be bothered. Because then when we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, now the 24th and 25th, now we've got the Two of Pentacles reverse. So this is saying to me that there really is a lot of pressures and a lot of stress here. And you've tried to rock it back and forth. You've tried to make something out of this, but you're just dropping pentacles everywhere. And you really are starting to feel like you're wasting a lot of energy here, that you've really expended a lot of yourself trying to rock this back and forwards, but it's just not working. And then I feel you're starting to come to a realization very, very quickly as the week ends. Because when we come into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 26th, 27th, 28th, for Aries, the rounding out that week, is now that King of Swords. So this is where you go into that energy of really thinking about it. And you really start to understand what is not working here. And I feel like you start to make adjustments. You start to put your head over the heart, and you start to do what is really needed here of you. And you start to make some of those decisions that might have been too hard, or you may not have wanted to make before. I feel like you're going to be very authoritative. You're going to be very controlled here. And you're going to sort of be very forceful and very superioric, especially when it comes to decisions. Mental aptitude is going to be at the highest, I want to say. I wouldn't want to go in a debate with you on this particular weekend, because I feel like you would wipe the floor with anyone that came in a debate setting against you, Aries. You're going to ram that chariot home with the King of Swords. That adversity that you wanted, that push through, is going to come through, I feel, at this week's end, through that Thursday, Friday and Saturday, when you become in your most maturest of mental capabilities of self. And you may even win this by the argument of a lifetime, by a very verbalistic battle even, or through outsmarting someone, through playing the game, or in some way mental aptitude. But I feel like this is how you're going to have that adversity, Aries. You're going to show them that, you may be erratic, a little crazy, because we all know an Aries that is, and we love you all for it. No sign hating here, but you're crazy at times. We love that. But I feel like you're going to show us exactly how smart you guys are. And you are very, very smart. I've got an Aries, guys, so, I can say this with love, you know what I mean? My middle child is heavy Aries placements, and man, he is full on, but when he puts his mind to something, he is the most creative, inventive, and he blows my mind. And I feel like that's what you're going to do, Aries. You're going to blow everyone's mind, but not necessarily through creating something, but through your actual mental aptitude. And I feel like it's going to come through in some sort of words, written, or some sort of debate or something. You're really going to bring in that adversity. I really feel that a lot of people are going to be very surprised exactly on what your thoughts, feelings, or what you've got to say is. Ooh, Aquarius now. Ooh. See what's coming in for your week, for the 20th through to the 28th for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Aquarius. And that's the twin sign, actually. We're doing all the kids' signs now. Funny that, how they all come out in the block. Aquarius now, 20th through to the 28th. See what's coming in for your week. Hopefully we're having a good one. Alright, for Aquarius, 20th through to the 28th, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Aquarius. See what's coming out for your week. Cancers was a little full on, I must admit. I feel like all the signs are having a bit of a week at the moment, to be quite honest. And Aquarius, you're going to be having one too. I feel like all the signs are going through something at the moment, to be honest. I don't know whether it's the retro or whether, as I said, we're going into Gemini season now, so we are changing signs. And sometimes, when we do go into a sign change, it can destabilize a bit. But it seems like everyone's going through some major shifts of changes here. It's going to be a lot for everyone to take, I reckon, this week, on a different level, though. Aquarius, your underlying energy for your week is that of the Three of Pentacles reverse. So this is sort of having some sort of sloppiness, not really putting our best of effort in here, not being able to collaborate well with others either, or not being on the same page or understanding others all that well. So I feel like the whole week is going to be really back and forth, and lack of understanding, a lack of being able to get on the same page, a lack of being able to bring in sort of any fruitfulness here. Your week, it looks a little hectic. I'm going to be honest with you, Aquarius. Your week looks a little hectic, and we've got 3 major arcanas here as well. So that's hectic in itself. We start off the week, though, with the 5 of Wands. So this is talking about Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st, Aquarius. We're fighting. We've got desires, we've got will, and we've got wants. And I feel like we're actively fighting here for what we want, for what we stand for, what we believe, all of it. It's all on the line, and we're really going like hammer and tong for it. I feel like you're very, very driven, and you really are in this competition of struggle. And it's like a dog with a bone, you've got to have this. You're putting your best foot forward here. You really are trying to bring in a win here. And when force or sort of trying to bring this on through speech of desire or bringing in action, you go a different route. I feel like on Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, you really take a step in. Temperance, Sagittarius is major arcana. Aquarius, I really do feel that you go into a sense of self where you start to bring in a lot of fusion, really understanding exactly how things are working and how hard you've had to fight for something that you've either wanted or you were trying to obtain. And I think that you start to really understand that maybe there are some things that we can fuse forward with, and maybe there are some things where we've got to be very patient with, and some things where moderation will never work. I feel like you are releasing some ideas here, some desires, because they're just causing too much trouble or too much resistance, too much tension. It's causing you to have to fight too hard. Because when we look at your next card, the Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th, now we've got the Sun reverse. I feel like you have a realization that what you thought was going to bring in happiness, contentment, has actually made you feel quite lonely and very unhappy, and maybe just generally feeling a little bit lacklustrous. Something that you were so desired for and fought so hard for, that when you sat and really thought about it, made you really think and feel very alone, very unhappy, very much, I want to say in some ways a little bit forgotten, guys. Like, just like you've been overlooked. Like you just feel very alone, I want to say, and very like sort of like depressed, very mellow to the point of just, ugh. But I feel like you're going to end your week on a bit of a high, because I feel like when you go through this, you're like, oh, this is a little bit dark, and you pull yourself out really quick with the ending of the week. The 26th, 27th, 28th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you end up with the Fool. So I see here, you go back to your beautiful Aquarius-like self with your childlike banter, and you're wanting to take on the world, but you want to do it in a childlike manner of not having any prejudged expectations or disposition. You want to take it on like it's your first time and just enjoy the joy, the freedom, the folly, the non-commitment of making the choice and just going with the flow. I feel like the week is a little heavy for Aquarius, and it starts off very heavy. And I feel like you just want to end it with a little bit of flight of fancy, a little bit of freedom, and a little bit of folly. Because I feel like when you sum up the week, you do feel it's been at a bit of a loss, that there has been a lot of misunderstanding, that there has been a bit of a battle here, not just with others, but I also want to say, Aquarius, with self, with that Sun reverse, where you've had to face aspects of self where you may not have been patient, or you may be feeling very lonely while you are being patient, waiting for others to come forward, that you start to realize, shit, I just want to get out there. I just want to have experiences. And maybe if I have to do that on my own, so be it. I feel like you're having a realization of self that some things that you wanted to fight for you don't necessarily want. And some things that you thought you didn't, maybe you just want to enjoy, like be a bit of the fool. And just have a week of freedom and non-committal. Just have some fun. Be very Aquarius energy, I think. Oh, Libra now. The scales of justice are next. Let's see what's coming in for your week, for the 20th through to the 28th. You guys are having a good week. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The weather is getting so cold here, I swear. No matter how thick the doonas are, the kids always cough in the night. It's terrible. We're in autumn here, about to go into winter very shortly, and it's getting really cold with Libra. 20th through to the 28th. Let's have a look at your week, guys, and see what's coming in. For Libra, 20th through to the 28th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Libra. What's coming in for your week? 20th through to the 28th. Oh, wow. Ooh. What a week you guys are having. Wow. Got 2 4s down here, both inverted. We have a king and a queen, but not of the same suit, and an ace. You guys are having a little bit of everything, I feel. Libra, the underlying energy for your week is the King of Swords. Well, we are being very authoritative here. I feel like we're being very commanding. We're being very experienced. We really are using our mental aptitude. You're being very, very good at the debate or the argument. I feel like you're putting a good point forward. Your whole week is that of pointing it out, being, the informational one, the go-to for whatever needs to be known. I feel like you're being very commanding without necessarily taking that role. Everyone's sort of looking to you, especially for advice or any sort of, what to do here. I feel like, you're just in this place of being very superioric, especially in that mental capabilities or facilities. Like, you're just really owning that this week. But I feel like you are having a bit of a hard week, because we start off Friday, Saturday, the 20th and 21st with the 4 of Wands reverse. So this is that real energy of not maybe having some happiness within the home or in a relationship here, having a bit of a disturbance or insecurity around that, around the home, relationships within the home, or a partnership. I feel like you're feeling a little uneasy, Libra, and you're trying to think about ways of sort of bringing in some sort of more security within the relationship, or maybe get back on par with this relationship, whether it's with your children, your parents, a partner. It might even be like a roommate or something, someone that you live with, like a dorm person, housemate. Because I see that you are thinking really deep about it. Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, we have that Ace of Cups. So you really are trying to think of something, Libra, that would really bring in a lot of love, fulfillment for this person, a lot of sentiment, I want to say, a lot of, pulling at the heartstrings kind of thing, something that would really resonate with them, something that would really mean something to them, something that would really inspire them, I want to say. Because then when we come into Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th, now we've got the 4 of Swords reverse. Excuse me. So this really does say to me, guys, that there really is a sense here of starting to take a step forward after a state of repose. We are trying to have a little bit of activity here or forward movement, but we are doing it in a very cautionary, very guarded advancement. Time for a death stick, my darlings. Before I have to shuffle. So we are moving forward, but in a very cautionary, very guarded advancement, Libra. And we're being very careful about that. Because as we end the week, we do have that Queen of Pentacles reverse now. So 26th, 27th, 28th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I feel like we're not being very nurturistic around the home. We are lacking in maybe presenting as well as what we normally would as well, Libra. I feel like, to be honest, you've had a bit of a hard week. Exactly, more assertive. And I feel like you're sort of a bit pulled back and you're not as on the ball as what you normally would be. I feel like you've lacked some of that assertiveness, like Julia said as well, and you're just lacking in some of that perfectionist of looking quite so refined as what you normally would. And I feel like your home may not be as perfect sort of presenting as what it normally would be. Because I feel like the whole week has been a good argument, and you've fought a good argument even when you didn't need to. I feel, Libra, you know, you really brought it home, because I feel like at home at the beginning of the week there's some upsets. There is some on Friday, Saturday, you know, there is some sort of disalignment here in a relationship or within the home. But I feel like with some effort put in, you know, you really, really do spark the embers of not just commitment, but of relationship in general, of real, you know, care and real love for this individual, no matter what they are to you. And I feel like you are going to move forward. It may be a bit cautionary, it may be a bit slow in advancement to begin with, but I feel like there'll be activity and movement here forward with that Four of Swords reverse. I feel like you may want to spend some time with this person, so you may not be, you know, as refined as what you normally are, Libra, or not spending as much time at home, so it might be getting a little bit, you know, dirty, or not as refined as what it normally is. Look, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it's a big thing. I feel like there is a relationship here with partner, family, significant other, family extension, be that as it may, that you do need to invest some time in. And I think it's very, very worth it, investing some time in it now. I think this person that you're dealing with could really benefit from some advice or some knowledge that you do obtain, because that underlying energy for the week, that King of Swords, I feel like there's knowledge that you could give there and a new perspective that maybe this person might need from you, or just support in general. So keep that in mind, Libra, for the week. Oh, Capricorn. And as we come into Capricorn, I must say, Jocelyn, hello to her, because it's been a while since I've caught up with her in the chats, because I haven't been around as much as what I normally am, because I've just been so tired, honestly. So for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the 20th through to the 28th. But yes, I haven't seen her in a while, so much love to Jocelyn. For Capricorn now, 20th through to the 28th. Okay. It's going quick, guys. It's going quick. For Capricorn, let's see what's coming in for them. For the 20th through to the 28th, what's coming in for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for the week. The 20th through to the 28th of May. Capricorn. Do you guys feel tired? She is the best, Cappy, honestly. Yeah, I reckon you guys might be a little bit tired, actually. All cup cards. All cup, except for the underlying energy. All cup cards. No joke. 7 of Cups. 2 of Cups reverse. 4 of Cups. No joke, with the 6 of Cups reverse. All cup cards. Capricorn. No joke. How often do you see that in 4 cards? 4. Capricorn. You really are going a lot through the emotions, I want to say. The underlying energy for your week, and this is amazing, 3 of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You're actively waiting, watching, feeling, desiring, waiting. And I feel like their actions will be your decision. Are they coming in or are they going out? Yeah, Judgment's underneath that. There is a sense of an atonement attached to this 3 of Wands. A sense of a decision, a judgment being made here with that 3 of Wands. Either the ship will come in due course or it will not. And that will seal its fate, I feel. A fate that, wow, you're back and forth on, I want to say, Capricorn. I feel like you have very strong sentiment with this individual and you really are struggling to make a decision. Start of the week, Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st, we start with that 7 of Cups. So this is the sense of a lot of fantasy whims. I feel like it starts off with a lot of ideals, a lot of suggestions, a lot of options even. Some good, some bad, some ugly, but a lot on the table, maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I feel like you're trying to help someone here, but they're being a little bit fantasistic. They're being a bit caught in the madness, in the emotion, and being a little bit wild. And you're trying to sort of calm them down, get them to see clearly. I feel like it's going to be difficult. Capricorn, Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, we have the Two of Cups reverse. I feel like this partnership, this relationship, this connection with this individual, it sours kind of quickly, or you feel that they have not held up their end of their side of the bargain, that they have really renounced or really dropped their end of this agreement, this contractual, whether it's verbal or an actual written contract. There's a sense of it being null and void. There's a disunion here. There's a real sense of dissatisfaction. There even is a little bit of a tinge of jealousy, vindictiveness, I want to say. There's a real sense of being wronged by, it could be like a partner, like in a job, can be a partner as in a person, even a friend, can be more in the sense of, even, selling of a car, a verbal contract of sorts. But there is a sense here of some sort of contractual agreement very much going null and void, and being very pissed off about that, I want to say. But you get your head around it, because then we go the 24th, 25th, Tuesday and Wednesday, Capricorn. Now we've got the Four of Cups. You're looking at this and you're going, so let it go. Meh. Four of Cups is the meh card. It's having, fuzzy happy cloud, bringing you nice cup of option, and you sitting under that tree with your arms crossed in a very sullen kind of energy going, and you're trying to get my attention. It's that sense of having possibilities, having options, but not choosing any. And they are coming by. There are options coming by, I feel. I feel like you just can't choose one, or there's nothing tantalizing you at the moment. But there are options coming through. There are things that you could be choosing, but you just don't want to right now. Because then when we close out the week, I just can't believe these are all cup cards, guys. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 26th, 27th, 28th. Now we have that Six of Cups, but it is reversed. So this is future plans, future vistas, hopeful outlook, bringing in something that is about to happen or is just starting now. I feel like this is a real sense of hope attained to this. I feel like this is actually going to bear fruit in the near future. I feel like you have hope, but you're not banking too much on it. I want to say to you, I reckon it's going to go better than what you thought it would. I feel like there is reason to have hope, and the more hope you have, I feel like there is a very good chance that this will come in for you. I feel like you weren't sure at first though, because the whole week has been just waiting. And I think you thought it was going to happen at the beginning of the week, and it didn't. And as the week went on, like I said, with that Four of Cups, that meh, you start to get a little bit, really questioning things. But then, like I said, by week's end, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 26th, 27th, 28th, with that Six of Cups reverse, I feel like there it comes. By week's end, it does come in, and you're like, you know what I mean? Like, it did. Because I feel like you really did bank, you are banking a lot on this Capricorn, and everything's hinging on it, because with that Judgment card underneath that Three of Wands really does tell me there is a lot attained to this. Leo is the next sign. 20th through to the 28th for Leo. What's coming in for the big kitties for the week? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the 20th through to the 28th of May. Let's see what's coming in for your week, guys. And a massive shout out to Jean. I have not seen Jean in ages, but I hope she's doing really, really well. So massive shout out to Jean, who of course is a Leo. So yes, I hope she's doing well. For Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the 20th through to the 28th of May for Leo. Hopefully we're having a good week, guys. Oh, for Leo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Leo. Oh, you're going to have a big week. You are. For Leo's underlying energy for the week, 20th through to the 28th, we have that 7 of Swords reverse. Wow. Guys, Leo, this really does talk about, you know, having some uncertain advice, hearing some uncertain slander, gossip, babbling, bullshit. All week there's going to be talk amongst the grapevine, and I feel like you're going to be constantly fielding different questions and a lot of bullshit that people have been talking around the water cooler. You're not letting it bother you too much, though. At least at the beginning of the week, you're not. Friday, Saturday, 20th, 21st, we've got that 2 of Pentacles. Rocking that back and forth, having the agility to handle matters, really making that pentacle work for you, Leo. You know, you're really stimulating some sort of new project here. You're really trying to have agility here. You're trying to rock it back and forth. And I feel like you're being pretty successful most of the ways. You really are having that agility. You really are trying to bring in that success here through, you know, maintaining this. You know, you are getting a little tired, but you are trying your very, very best. Because then when we come into Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, now we've got 4 of Pentacles. So we are growing in Pentacles here. I love this. Because when I see the 4 of Pentacles, sorry, my legs got dead. This is cleaving hold of monetary. And I'm seeing, so you bloody well should. You've worked hard for it, trying to have this agility to get this pentacle. And when we come into that Sunday, Monday, you ain't sharing this pentacle. I wouldn't be coming to Leo for any loans. Again, I think I've said this recently, maybe last week or the week before. Not the time to be asking any bloody Leos for money. And I should know, my mum's a Leo and I tried that shit today. Did not go well. Do not ask a Leo for money. Any placements, I tell you, you will get rocked at something fierce. I did today. My butt still hurts. I tell you, don't bother. Tuesday, Wednesday, 24th, 25th. I should have done the weekly earlier. The Ace of Swords reverse. Sorry. Leo. You know, you are trying very, very hard here. Very hard. But there is a very much a sense here, especially on, as I was saying, Tuesday and Wednesday, sorry, about feeling like there's some disaster here or some sort of self-destruction coming through here. There's a real sense of obstacles. There's a real sense of really, really feeling at a debacle, feeling at a place that's very unsettled. Finishing the week, 26th, 27th, 28th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we've got judgment in reverse. You do feel bias and bigotry, severity and judgment. You do feel that people are making judgments of you, holding you to accountabilities that not only are one-sided, not fair, you feel alienated. You feel like you want to separate or divorce or get away from certain people, places or things that this may attain to. I feel like, Leo, that you're pretty pissed off. You're upset. You feel a little bit hurt, I want to say, because you've been trying really hard all week to work on the monetary, work on the material. And I feel like this, you get a little bit caught up or caught out, and it gets a little tricky and hard. And the last 2 signs now, we're doing Gemini, and I reckon the last one will be Sagittarius, because they're the ones I've been waiting for. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Remember, guys, I'm taking some time off in June. I am a Gemini Sun. Happy birthday to all the Geminis as we go into Gemini season now. Happy birthday. Gems, my beautiful Geminis. Let's get your week, 20th through to the 28th of May, please, for Gemini. For the gems. We love you, beautiful beings. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Gemini for the week, 20th through to the 28th. Please, spirits and guides for the Gemini. For the Gemini. Let's see what's coming in for Gemini. 20th through to the 28th, please, spirits and guides. Yeah, wow. Aries, major arcana. Oh, wow. Sagittarius is major arcana. Cancer's major arcana. So we've got Aries, Sag, Cancers. Major arcana coming through, the underlying energy, and Pisces underneath that too, with the moon reversed as well. Cancer and Pisces here, a lot of water energy underneath this week of yours, Gemini. But the Chariot, I'm seeing you're trying to have adversity. You're trying to push through here. What are you trying to push through? Some sort of deception or deceit. Trying to push through some sort of delusion, I want to say, that you had about a person. It's time to face the reality. It could be a person, place, or thing, actually, in all honesty. But you're trying to have adversity here. You're trying to push through, Gemini. What had delusioned you? What had rosy-coloured glassed you? What had made you fall for something that was not true? You're trying to have adversity here. You're trying to push through. Trying to be triumphant here. The week for Gemini, Friday, Saturday, 20th, 21st, the Emperor reversed, Aries major arcana. We are lacking in authority or commanding energy here. You can't command yourself. You definitely ain't able to command the crowd at the moment. Gemini, I feel like you're kind of lost for words and you're lost for action. You really are at the point of really being a little bit, you've been a bit cruel, I want to say, Gemini. I've got to be real with you guys. I feel like you can't control your emotions and you are being very spiteful. You're being very cruel. You're being very, very vicious and immature. And your words are having a real cutting effect. And they're not doing what you want. They're having effectiveness, but not in the way that you intended. They're really hurting an individual, Gemini, I want to say. This is a bit of a hard reading because I feel that you have an inability to control your actions, to control your emotions, to control yourself, Gemini. You're really, you know the traits that they say Gemini could be a little crazy, a bit emotionally unstable. You're sporting that at the beginning of the week, Gemini. And I can say these things because I am a Gemini, so that's okay. No hating on the Geminis, it's what the cards are telling me, people. I'm sorry. 22nd, 23rd, Sunday, Monday, you know. Sagittarius is major arcana. Maybe you're a bit pissed at a Saggy or something. But we are lacking in moderation. We are lacking in patience. We're lacking in fusion. We are lacking in temperance here. Gemini, I really feel that you really are a little bit unstable. Not just in your emotions as you were in the beginning of the week, but in your facilities, especially in your elements, everything that's around you. You're chaotic, and I feel like you're bringing in the chaotic with you, and you're making everything go all crazy, and you're getting very impatient, you're getting very frustrated, which is bringing in more chaotic. It's feeding the energy, which is making it exacerbate, and it's growing, and you're getting really frantic about this. I feel like you're really, it's not only just bringing in anxiety, it's bringing in a lot of adrenaline. It's bringing, your heart's pounding, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I can't really explain it, but it's pretty erratic. Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th. Yeah, pretty much, exactly right, Julia, exactly right. Because now we've got that Nine of Cups reversed, Gemini. You know, with Tuesday and Wednesday, I really, really feel for you guys that there is a sense of mistake, loss here because of the way you are or have behaved, something you've said, done. I really got to be honest with you, and I feel like what stood in the way of the success was just yourself. And I hate to say that to you because that is a little harsh, especially on your birthday week. But I'd be lying if I said anything else to you. I feel like, no, I can't spin it any other way. I'm sorry, guys. I wouldn't be me if I didn't just say it like it is. And I've got to. Your emotions are a bit unstable at the beginning of the week, and you know you're lacking in the patience or the temperance to hone this in. And I feel like this has repercussions, and I feel like on that Tuesday, Wednesday, those repercussions are realised, and you do start to sit and think to yourself, shit. You feel a little sorry for yourself. You realise that you've brought in some mistakes, some loss. I feel like you do start to take responsibility for that, though, Gemini. I don't feel like you're going to place the blame on another individual. You are going to take full culpability of that and take that on board, especially with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 26th, 27th, 28th, because now we're looking at that Eight of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here that you are really grounding yourself, and you're like, okay, I effed up a bit there. I made some mistakes. I made some loss. I made some oopsie daisy. But now I'm going to do head down, bum up, and I'm going to work. I'm going to Invest the skill, the effort, the whatever this shit needs to get this moving, to get the talent, or to get the energy, or to get the reward, or to get the security. What is needed here? The growth that is needed here. You will head down, bum up, and you'll push that out. That sounds a bit gross, but you'll have the adversity, you'll have that triumph, and you'll push through any delusion, disdain, distastefulness, pain, anxiety. You're going to push through it all, Gemini, and you're going to get the skill, and you're going to get the attainment, and you're going to have that adversity. And the final sign, of course, will be Sagittarius. And thank you, everyone, so much for joining me. And I want to say special, absolutely thankful. A big thanks to Julia for joining me today. It has been great to see her in chat. She's probably had to disappear because I know CMT is coming on soon. So I try to whip in my butt a little bit so I can make it over there to go say hi to all my friends. But we will quickly do Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of course, for the 20th through to the 28th before I disappear. But thank you so much, Julia, and anyone else that stopped by to watch the live. Repeat, review, whatever. Sagittarius, 20th through to the 28th. Spirits and guides, what we got coming in for the Saggies. For Sagittarius, and I want to give a big shout out, if I may, to Melissa, to Skelly, to also any other Sagittarius folks I've forgotten. So Sagittarius, 20th through to the 28th. What do we got coming in for the Sagittarius? Oh, nearly. Sagittarius, yep, that's the, oh yeah, baby. Sagittarius got the week. Saggies got the week. Saggies have got the week, I feel. Saggies do have the week. Underlying energy for yours is the Three of Cups. Celebration, resolution, the coming together. It usually depicts the harvest and the celebratory that comes with that, the cheers of the cup, I guess you could say. And you start doing that throughout the week. But it's really about that resolution, letting go, and I don't mean letting go and bringing it up another day. I mean real resolution, like letting it go to the point where it's not happened. This is complete and total, utter, like forgiveness, resolution, moving forward. This is complete conclusion. This is complete solace here, I feel. It's done. Sagittarius, it's done. This is a great week, guys. This is a great week to end the reading, the weekly. Friday, Saturday, 20th, 21st, Sagittarius. We'll start off with the sun, babes. Complete happiness, content. This is the most, adoring card of the tarot. The sun is that of happiness, fulfillment, being thankful for the simple things in life, taking the blessings, moving forth with that. Real respect, real understanding. A lot of devotion, joy, love in relationships. There may even be an engagement coming, or you're just being very thankful for a very happy marriage or a happy relationship and happy connections. There's a lot of warmth here, high spirits. You're valuing your friendships. You feel that they are very good and very plentiful. There's a lot of warmth. There's a lot of sincerity here, Sagittarius, and I feel like you're voicing that. You're telling people. You're being very liberate with, your mannerisms. You really want to show people that you really do care. On Sunday, Monday, the 22nd, 23rd, Saggy, we do have the full reverse. So I do see outsiders may look at you and think you're being a bit neglectful or a bit childish or a bit, But I feel like you're just getting in touch with your true self and you're letting it out. And others might be not so used to that. And I think you might be making others uncomfortable, but I don't think you should be making yourself uncomfortable, because I think this is more of a reflection of them than a reflection of you. I think you should do what you feel, and if you feel that you should give thanks to these things, F what other people say or think, or I feel like this is something that you need to express, then you so do. I feel like that others may not understand it, and they may say something about it. Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Sag, 24th, 25th, we've got that Six of Swords reverse. This is an unwanted proposal, confession, someone coming forth, declaring something, and this is leading a stalemate. This is someone coming out, maybe even publicly, and saying something, an unwanted proposal, declaration, confession. You don't like it, pisses you off a bit. But I feel like from this is how that Three of Cups of resolution comes. Because we end the week, Sagittarius, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 26th, 27th, 28th with King of Cups. This is putting all other issue aside and thinking about it long and hard and being responsible, creative, and being learned. Being professional, but most of all being considerate with kind and reliable mannerisms. You're being liberal, you're being constructive, you're being considerate, you're being very generous. And I feel like you're the one that lays the hat down and sort of says, treaty. And I feel like that's what you broker. And you get that treaty because of your wisdom, the way you handle this, the way you come forth with it. And I feel like there's only more abundance that can come from that attitude, Sagittarius. I feel like you'd rather be on the good page with someone than fighting wars. I feel like you really are being your very centric self. You know, you're doing your thing, you're loving life. I feel like someone else might get a little bit bitter about that and bring in, you know, this unwanted proposal, confession, declaration. I think they're going to try and get you off your feet, but you're going to take it on the chin and be that responsible, experienced person that you are, and sort of come back forward and say, look, I lay my hat down. Let's, you know, let's discuss, let's resolutionize, let's console, let's consolidate, and let's let it go, and let's celebrate. I love that energy, Sagittarius. I really feel that that's, especially starting off with the sun, like you can't get much more abundant than that. Well, that's the weekly, guys. And I want to say an absolute massive thank you to Julia D for joining us today. It's been absolutely a privilege to have her in chat, one of the biggest tarot in chat people around. If you're familiar with the tarot community, you'd be very familiar with Julia. Hard pressed not to know who she is. So thank you, Julia, so much for joining me. It's great to see you. And to all the signs and everyone that watches the video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have a brilliant week, regardless of what was on the cards. And thank you again, Julia. So I'll leave it there. I'll see you over at CMT, darling. Don't worry. I will skittle on over. I will be up for that. I'm just going to have a double, triple espresso. I'll be on it. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Light and love to all for the week. From me, Redski, at Righteous Readings. And until we meet again, light and love to all, and take care. I'll see you over there, my darling. Bye all.